water grew. The king was heartbroken, but he had to agree. Do you know why he had to agree to the mean queen? It's because he had granted this queen Keke a wish long time ago. So he had to agree to her, and he had to send Ram and Sita away from the palace. Now, one of Ram's brothers, remember there are 4 brothers in total, one of his brothers, Lakshman, he also decided to join them. Now, let's say his name as well. How about that? Here we go. Lakshman. You got it. One more time. Here we go. Lakshman. Awesome. Now, Lakshman also decided to join them. So it wasn't going to be just Ram and Sita, but Lakshman, Ram's brother, was also going to join them to go live in the forest. Ram, Lakshman and Sita went to the forest and built a little house to live in. You can see the house in here. That's the one they had to learn how to live in after coming from a palace. That's pretty amazing. Now, one day in the forest, a demoness. Who's a demoness? Oh, she's like a monster. Yeah. A demoness named Surpanakha met Ram. She really liked Ram and she wanted to marry him. Ram said no. How could he say yes? He's already married to Sita, right? And also, he didn't really like her. So Ram said no. Surpanakha got very angry and she attacked Sita. That is so mean. To protect Sita, Lakshman fought Surpanakha. So you see Lakshman in the back, he's got his mouth open, he jumps forward with his bow and arrow and he says, no, you will not hurt Sita. Now in this fight between Lakshman and Surpanakha, her nose got hurt, the monsters. Yep, her nose got hurt in the fight. Surpanakha was not happy. So what did she do? She went to her brother to complain. That's right. Surpanakha had a demon monster brother. His name was Ravan. As you can see in the picture, he's got 10 heads. That's right. Ravan was no ordinary demon king. He had 10 heads and he was very evil. Surpanakha complained to Ravan. She said, oh brother, guess what? Lakshman in the forest hurt my nose. You have to do something about it. Right? Ravan was very angry and he promised to teach Ram, Lakshman and Sita a lesson. Now, first he asked for some help. Alright? So Ravan asked his demon friend named Marich. Now Marich had a magical power. Do you know what Marich's magical power was? He could turn into anything he wanted. And so, you know what he turned into? A beautiful golden deer. If you've seen the deer in the picture, give me a thumbs up. That's right, there he is. Marich turned himself into a golden deer and he appeared in the forest. Sita noticed the golden deer and she asked Ram to get it for her. She said, Ram, look, there's a golden deer. Why won't you go get it? Lakshman also joined Ram after a little while. Alright, so now before Lakshman left though, you know what he did? He drew a magical line around their house. Do you see Lakshman drawing a big red line? That's right. He drew a line around the house and he said, Sita, no bad person can cross this line. You need to stay inside. Don't step outside of this red line. If you stay inside, you'll be fine. But if you go out, a bad person might hurt you. Saying that, Lakshman left. Alright, Sita is all by herself in the house. But Ravan had an evil plan. And he wanted Sita to step out of the magical line, right? Because he knew he couldn't get in. So you know what he did? He dressed up as an old man and he begged for food. He said, Sita, will you please give me some food? And Sita was like, well, you can come in. And he was like, no, I'm so old. You must give me food. And so Sita felt bad and she stepped outside the magical line to give him food. Remember, Lakshman had told her not to do that, but she did. And as soon as Sita stepped out of the magical line, Ravan changed into a demon again. He was no longer dressed up as the old man. He held Sita's hand and took Sita away. Sita did not want to go. Oh, how evil. Ram and Lakshman came back home. They could not catch the golden deer. They came back home and they saw that Sita was missing. Oh no, where did she go? They went out looking for her. They were very sad. On the way, they met the Vanar Sena. Who's the Vanar Sena? They are the monkey army, that's right. The Vanar Sena offered to help them find Sita. But first, they had to make sure that Sita was at Ravan's place, right? They don't know yet. Is Sita definitely there at Ravan's place? Did Ravan definitely take her? They had to first make sure. So they asked a very special Vanar, Hanuman. And you can see him in the picture. He's wearing sort of green clothes. Yeah, and he's standing up and you can see his tail and looks amazing. And they asked him for help. Why did they ask him for help? Hanuman had a special power. He could fly. That's right. And so they said, Hanuman, fly over to Ravan's house and see if Sita's there. Can you find out? Swoosh! Hanuman went flying through the sky. You can see him here. He reached Ravan's city of Lanka and looked everywhere for Sita. He finally saw her in the palace garden. He swooped down to meet Sita. He's like, oh, there she is. Now, how would Sita know that Hanuman is Ram's friend? How would she know that he's not an evil person? Aha! Hanuman knew how to do that. He showed a ring from Ram. He said, look, Sita, I have a ring from Ram. I am indeed his friend. And Sita was so happy to see Ram's friend, right? Because she had been sitting at Ravan's palace, surrounded by all the evil people, and suddenly there was a friend. That was nice. But suddenly, Ravan's soldiers came and caught Hanuman. Oh no! They tied him up with a rope. But they didn't stop there. They did something much worse. You know what they did? Get our best-selling Diwali book on Amazon worldwide. If you like this video, don't forget to hit
subscribe.